I am here with Pro. Introduce yourself to the people. What's your name, your age, and where you're from?
My name is Pro, the luxurious one, Handsome Samson. It's a whole lot of name. Mr. Dosecki's the most interesting man talking to you right now. I'm 30 and I'm here rocking with you with Caprice Roots. So it's good rocking with y'all as well.
Awesome.
You see
So,
the vibes? You see the vibes?
yeah,
I'm toasty right now.
I'm not gonna lie, it is hot in here. I don't know why I decided to put on this hoodie. Anyways, bad choice.
It's fly though. No, Goosebumps. No, I used to love Goosebumps. Shout out to R.L. Stein.
Yeah, it's like I just wanted to give some nostalgic vibes today. You know, it's cold. It was not cold, but it's hot and rainy in Virginia. I was like, I had to give some '90s vibes today. Felt like a Goosebumps day to
That's
me.
the vibe. That was the vibes. I was
Yo,
about to get into watching, talking about the episodes. I remember like the episodes with the dogs, the
yes,
episodes like the superhero that went bad.
yes.
Uh, you already know when they used to go ham with the series when they put the Halloween mask on, and
Oh,
then like the mask, like you alright, you already know,
yes.
you already know.
Like I used to be such a big fan. I used to read the freaking books, bro. Like I had this was it Abominable Snowman one. I had the Phantom one. I was deep into it. So.
Everybody had the Phantom one. The Phantom one was like the startup kit for like Goosebumps books. So I know the exact
Exactly.
joints. And it was kind of rare. No, it was rare if you got the one with the Abominable Snowman like in the library. I remember that joint was already checked out all the time, so it was rare to get that.
Yeah,
See
like
that one.
when I had that book, I actually got my Goosebumps book from like an old thrift store. It wasn't even like because a lot of the books that were out, like it was out before I was born. So whoever were like some kids like a few years older than me gave it to the old thrift store, and I would go and get these old like vintage, retro like Goosebumps books. Like I was so
Yeah,
into that. But anyways,
that
um,
was nostalgic vibes.
yo, nostalgic vibes, good vibes to start off
Yeah.
with. But like let's just get right into this. So like what made you want to give yourself the name Pro? Because and like spell it that way. Because like with me, you already
Oh,
know I messed up your name. I want to apologize in the music review 2019.
all
I was
good.
like PreauXX, something. So it's Pro. So like how did you get creative to create that name like that?
Well, when I first started rapping, so serious. When I started rapping, I was like, man, I need something cool. So I
Mm-hmm.
remember I used to love this movie called "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker," like that
Mm-hmm.
the classic Keenan Ivory Wayans movie, like
Mm-hmm.
the first Wayans movie that got like popping. And they used to call him Soldier Boy. So I was like, man, what if I make my name Soldier Boy? And then on like MySpace, a rapper started coming up by the name of Soldier Boy, and I said, you know what? Let me change my name before he blow up. And let's just say it was a pretty good decision.
Yeah. Oh my
so
gosh.
yeah. So after that happened, I was like, man, I need a super cool name. So in high school, I was like, yo, I need something cool. So I started calling myself Protege the Influence. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's pretty cool. But I was like, and after a while, I was like, yo, it's cool, but damn, this shit is kind of long.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, so I'm just gonna call myself Protege. So I was like, it's kind of cool. But around that time, like it was like, a bunch of other rappers were like with the same type of name, and Protege was like a type of car, and I was like, I'm really not liking this either.
Right.
So when I was rapping, I used to say, Pro, Pro.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so for a little bit, it was just, Pro. But the same year, like the Saints went to the Super Bowl, like 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw a lot of Go Saints signs where it was like Geaux, and that's French for O. So
Okay.
whenever you see Eaux, it's O.
Okay.
It just looks like that. So I saw a lot of Go Saints like or Go Tiger signs, and I was like, man, what if I just like flex up my name instead of just Pro, just Preaux, and I said, let me add this extra X for a little bit of flair, and
Mm-hmm.
then boom, now it's been Pro, and it's been Pro ever since.
And I tell you, it really sticks with people because like I love just like you know how when you look at certain names and you just like the
It looked
look
good on
of a
paper.
name, yeah, it just look
Yeah,
good
it
when you
looked good on
spell it
paper.
out. So I really like your rap name. It's very unique. And when did you first start rapping? Like, what age, around what time?
I think I started rapping maybe around maybe like 15,
Mm-hmm.
16. Um, And I was just something that, just started just, used to want to just check the homies, like roast each other. And it was something that I just kind of got good at. And it was something that just really stuck with me. And
Mm-hmm.
I heard Kanye West College Dropout. It was a song, Never Let You Down.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I heard that song, it was just something about the way that song made me feel. And I was like, yo, I've never really knew what I wanted to do, like with my life at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to do something different. And the way that song made me feel, I was just like, bro, like I might not be the greatest, like, rapper, but the way this song makes me feel, I want to give this feeling to everybody for like the rest of my life.
Right.
So that's what kind of started me on this journey. Like, no, I got to make people feel this, like
Mm-hmm.
this. So that's what
Man.
jump started the whole mission for me.
I'm like, I feel like Kanye West has inspired all of us. Like, I feel like he gave us all
Man,
that
what?
extra push to just go ahead and start rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gives you that
Mm-hmm.
confidence you need.
Yeah.
But that's
I
dope.
say Kanye started it off. I feel like Wiz gave me my cool, and Cudi gave me like the confidence just to really, truly, just to be myself. So,
Exactly. And I
so
see
it was
all
just
three of those artists in you too. So that's crazy.
all of that.
Yo, but so like as you got older and all that, like how did you start to meet, like I said last time, how did you start to meet say like was CJ Major and like Kid Maestro and them?
Um, well, all of them is just crazy stories. Is Wonder Friends. It just separate occasions. I met me and C Major
C
were
Major,
sweet
my
mates.
bad.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, C Major. Yeah, me and
Mm-hmm.
C Major were sweet mates in college. And, and it was just outside of music. He was just my sweet mate. I used to see him from time to time, crack jokes. I was like, man, this man kind of cool. And his shoe game was always crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know that he was making beats around this time, but he swears to me to this day that one day he slid a beat tape under my door, but I never got it. And I don't remember this at all. So like me and C Major, like when we met, like I say about 7 years ago, it was
Mm-hmm.
outside of music. Like for a whole year, he was my sweet mate. We was just homies like that. How I originally met Offum went to University of Memphis as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I just used to see him around campus. Like he was just, he was he was a weird kid, but he was cool. But everybody knew him. So
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, man, everybody loves this man. He had pretty good vibe. So I was like, he was always cool with me. So it was, and then we randomly used to always catch each other in the parties, like in the wildest, like doing the wildest shit. So
Mm-hmm.
it was just kind of funny. Like I used to see him around. Like he used to be wilding out. I used to be wilding out. It would just be in the same area. So that's how I met him. And Maestro, on his first like tour, like at the University of Memphis, like his like before he even went to the school, he randomly walked into this huge band room to where we were recording one of my a live version of one of my songs.
Mm-hmm.
So like before he even initially went to the school, like in like his high school, like you know what I'm saying, tour, he
Mm-hmm.
met me and he was just there like, wow, it's not, and that's how I met Maestro, like his first day, and throughout the years we all connected together through our CEO. I make mad beats and unapologetic, and the rest is history, kind of from there.
Man, and
It's a
it
bit,
seems like
it's
you
pretty
guys were
crazy.
meant to be together, like you guys were meant to like work together, just the way how just hearing how everything just aligned for you guys to meet each other.
Mm-hmm.
But say
Yeah,
like
it's
with
just perfect.
unapologetic though, like with that, like how did you guys join that as well?
Unapologetic. It was an idea from I make mad beats,
Mm-hmm.
just to push the genre of what it like is to be a creative, just in its time. So that was the start. That was the
Mm-hmm.
idea, and it's kind of just grown from there.
Awesome. Man, I mean, just hearing like the whole like from start all the way up to today is like freaking dope. Like everything is aligning perfectly for you guys.
Yeah, it's one of those things. But it's still a fight. I don't want to ever make it seem like it's rainbows and butterflies. It's good, but it's just like I always want to like clarify, like everything that we got, we really scratched and clawed to make it at this point. So it's, even if it seems like everything's aligned, it's just like it's really a lot of just like getting it out the mud to make a lot of these things possible. So it's great. I'm very grateful, but I
Mhm.
take it as it's just like we all of everybody in the squad is like lions, and you gotta bring something back, rip off something at his head and bring it back to like, that's how we coming at this. That's how you gotta attack it. So
Exactly. And just a fun fact question. Okay, so if you could talk to any, like, one of your favorite artists, dead or alive, who would it be and what would you say to them?
Mac Miller,
Mm.
just off. Oh yeah, 1 second, my phone.
Mhm.
Yeah, Mac Miller. Um, what would I say? Um, I would say, my bad for not reaching out, for like making something happen sooner.
Mhm.
Um, I would say thank you for man, just your letting the world experience you, and thank you for like being such an impact on me. And it'll just be a real like God would really just personally just want me to give him like his flowers for like
Mhm.
who he was. Like I appreciate you, like dog, like more than you ever know. And I'd be like, man, let's cook some shit up, dog.
Yeah,
So
like I can only imagine that collab too, man.
straight like that.
Man, but last question, if you could give any advice to any up and coming artists or just content creators, what would it be?
Um, don't be afraid to like. Don't be afraid to like just try. Don't be afraid to really try shit, and
Mhm.
understand that everybody is trying to do something different. Like do something like that. Get married to the idea of doing something that's genuine to you first,
Mhm.
and like build around that, and really dig deep. Like I like to say, when you're really trying to find out what you want to do, go through the ugly fro phase. And when I say the ugly fro phase, it's like you got to go through the ugly patches of like this don't look right. I don't know if it's going right, and you got to keep at it. And you got to keep fighting, and you got to keep digging to figure out like who you are and
Mhm.
create from that aspect. So it's just like it's a process. The Rome wasn't built in a day, but if you want to go get it, like go
Gotta
get it. I,
definitely
I
stay
really
at it.
understand what it looks like.
Mhm. And I mean, and even seeing your process, like knowing the fact that you're 30 years old and like looking back at all of your work, I'm like, you put in a lot of work. Like anybody that looks at your music can see that. So it's like, thank you for telling the audience that because they see proof in that through you, right now.
I received it. I received it.
Yeah, but please share with the audience any of your latest music or any latest content you have coming soon, and also share with them your social media ads as well.
All right. It's a lot of craziness on the way, so y'all just stay tuned. Follow me on IG, Pro. That's PreauXX. Follow me on Twitter, PreauXX, and it's gonna be a lot of different content like
Mm-hmm.
this year that y'all can expect from me outside of music. I'm really just trying different things. I don't want to say too much, but just know that be expecting like something different that I haven't even stepped into, but I'm really excited about. So it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be something that everybody can enjoy, something everybody can grow with. So I can't wait to share that with y'all. Y'all gonna
Man,
see.
well, 2020 Pro, we looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, if it's anything like last year, I know it's gonna be like 10 times better. So
Oh,
I'm
you know me. It's all a build up. If y'all ever see the grind, it's only going up higher from here. You
yes,
will
man.
see. Actions speak louder than words, and love is an action word. So I appreciate all y'all, man.
Yes. Yo, thank you for coming on the show. Please, again, feel free to come back, as many times as you
Yeah,
want, promote new content. Tell any of your other, friends that are artists, producers, just content creators to come on the show as well. I love to interview them. So, yeah.
we'll do. I'm definitely gonna pass them along.